Welcome to HD Football's May 17, 2024 newsletter. Below are the detailed contents for you and your friends. Man City is ready to pay Real Madrid stars huge salaries. Real Madrid and Manchester City have faced each other many times in the Champions League over the years. Most recently, the White Vultures defeated Man City on penalties to advance to the final. Next season, Real Madrid's force will have many changes, even if they win the European Championship. Accordingly, some pillars such as Toni Kroos or Luka Modric may bid farewell to the Bernabeu team. A report by Defensa Central, via 442, reveals Man City are interested in signing Toni Kroos this summer. The English club will be willing to pay him a salary of £13 million per year, with a short-term contract. Kroos' current contract with Real Madrid will expire in the summer, and it is unclear whether he will renew to continue contributing to Los Blancos. Man City's offer of £13 million to Real Madrid is a move worth considering when Kroos is 34 years old. Pep Guardiola and Kroos once worked together at Bayern Munich. That could be a basis for Man City to be more confident at the negotiating table. The prodigy's injury is difficult to understand. Real Madrid is worried. Real Madrid is waiting for news on the injury of Brazilian football prodigy, Endrick. Endrick was injured in the 60th minute of the match Palmeiras welcomed Independiente Valle, Ecuador, in the fifth round of the Copa Libertadores group stage this morning. Notably, the 17-year-old striker was injured without colliding with anyone. Specifically, while participating in an attack by Palmeiras, Endrick suddenly stopped, hobbled, hopped and then lay down on the field, holding his face. After a preliminary examination for Endrick, Palmeiras doctors determined that the Brazilian international could not continue to play. Immediately afterwards, Endrick was taken off the field in an ambulance. In the car, Endrick held his face and appeared to be in great pain. A sign that the teen star's condition could be serious. Today, Endrick will be examined further to determine his condition. Not only Palmeiras but also the Brazilian Football Federation and Real Madrid are eagerly waiting for the results of the scan for the 17-year-old striker. Endrick is one of the brightest talents in Brazilian football at this time. The teenage striker is considered the future number 9 of the Seleção. Thanks to his age-defying talent, Endrick was summoned by coach Dorival Jr. to attend the 2024 Copa America. According to Samba Media, before attending Copa America in the US, Endrick can complete his contract with Real Madrid. The Brazilian international will officially move to the Bernabeu team after Copa America 2024. Real has closed the deal to buy Endrick from Palmeiras at the end of 2022. Accordingly, Endrick will come to Real this summer. Recently Palmeiras asked Los Blancos to loan the 17-year-old striker until January 2025. However, Real refused because coach Ancelotti considered this promising striker to be part of his plan for the 2024-25 season. The Premier League suddenly met to discuss abolishing VAR from next season. Reputable journalist David Ornstein of the Athletic newspaper revealed that the Premier League will have a big vote to decide the fate of video assistant referee, VAR, technology in this tournament. If there are enough votes, VAR will not be used from the next season 2024-25. VAR has been applied in the Premier League since 2019 and is considered a tool to help referees quite a lot, but that does not make the controversy related to referees less. The 2023-24 season witnessed a series of incidents that put the use of VAR into question, and Wolverhampton Club recently proposed to abolish VAR next season. At the annual general meeting on June 6, Premier League clubs will sit together to make a decision. For VAR to be cancelled requires at least 14 teams to vote for it. Besides the topic of VAR, the meeting will discuss solutions to many other issues. These include amending the players' celebration rules, VAR check times being too long due to poor communication, etc. This will be a very controversial topic. British public opinion is not really satisfied with the use of VAR but still appreciates the usefulness of this technology, and believes that the problem lies with the referees themselves. There is even a theory that the referees intentionally use VAR incorrectly so that this technology is abolished. Arsenal chooses a striker for next season. The 1m95 striker plays like Holland. There is still one more match left in the Premier League season for Arsenal, but behind-the-scenes activities to prepare for next season have been planned in advance. When the transfer market opens, Arsenal will begin their recruitment process to continue competing for the Championship next season, and they will solve the striker problem. Although Arsenal's attack has been very effective this season, especially in the first 3 months of 2024, coach Mikel Arteta often has to rotate the options between Gabriel Jesus, Leandro Trossard, Kai Havertz and Eddie Nketiah for the striker position. Spearhead. Havertz and Trossard both scored 12 goals while Jesus only had 4 goals and Nketiah scored 5 goals. Arsenal is planning to sell Jesus and Nketiah in the summer to recruit replacements, and they have chosen Benjamin Sesko, a 1m95 striker from Leipzig. A few days ago there was news that Sesko's representative appeared at Old Trafford, but it was to watch Arsenal play and not pay attention to MU. Journalist Sam Dean of The Telegraph, UK, said Arsenal really wants Sesko and is ready to meet the rumoured liquidation fee of no less than £60 million for this player. The Slovenian international scored 5 goals/9 matches in the Euro 2024 qualifiers and brought the team straight to the final round, and this season in Leipzig he scored 17 goals in 41 matches, mainly playing as a substitute for the Lois opened a pair. Yusuf Poulsen. This striker born in 2003 has been compared to Erling Haaland. Not only did they play for Salzburg, but Sesko also has a playing style based on the ability to accelerate to break the offside trap and lurk in the penalty area like the Norwegian superstar. Sesko has heard this comparison a lot and said he is tired of it, and through interviews, Sesko speaks English very well despite coming from a South Central European country. Although the amount of money spent on Sesko is expected to be very large, Sam Dean said that Arsenal's plan is to gradually integrate Sesko into the Gunners' playing style because he still has some weaknesses, typically the ability to cover the ball when being closely followed. Sesko will come on when Arsenal need another option to score, a classic striker in the penalty area to let Arsenal play direct football. Liverpool offers to sell Diaz to Barca. Luis Diaz has become an important part of the Liverpool squad since moving here in the winter of 2022. To date, the Colombian player has appeared in a total of 97 matches for the COP and contributed to 37 goals, 24 goals, 13 assists. However, as Liverpool is about to enter a new era after Jurgen Klopp's departure, speculation has begun to appear about the possibility of Diaz leaving. According to Fichiers, the former Porto player is currently on Barcelona's radar. The Catalan team wants more firepower up front and feels the Colombian international is the right piece of the puzzle. However, securing Diaz's services is not easy because the COP will have the upper hand in negotiations as the Colombian star's contract is still valid until the summer of 2027. Many speculations say that Liverpool will only accept a release if they receive at least €80 million. This is a big number for Barca. They are in financial crisis, and need to sell off staff to resolve the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, the last details have ended our newsletter. Hello and see you again in our next newsletters.